Coach told us that you actually had to play through some pain. So first off, how you feel, and the second off, how were you able to block out that pain and give the performance like you did?
And first, I just got to give all glory to God. This week's just been one of them weeks in the league, man. People talk about walking to the NFL moment, and, you always got your moments on the field. But I think off the field was one of the biggest challenges I faced this week as a NFL player and just being a pro and learning how to be a pro. But like I said, I just got to give all glory to God. But yeah, I think it's just the type of person I am, the type of person I've been made into, the person God has made me to be, the person my parents raised me to be, all the great coaches I've got a chance to play for, Coach Fed and Coach Rogers in high school, Coach Saban. And I remember had a similar situation happen to me in college my sophomore year. I had got cut blocked, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to play that week. They was talking about surgery, all this other stuff. And I remember Coach Saban sat me in his office, and he was just like, nobody's 100% right now at this time. Like, everybody's banged up. I know you got your injury going on. And he was like, it just shows that you're a warrior. It shows what type of competitor you are. And those are the type of moments that you never forget. And you go out there and you ball out for your brothers and everything like that, and God's taking care of you. So for me, that's all I was thinking about this week was just like, how can I be a warrior? How can I be a competitor? Trusting God, knowing that, He makes no mistakes. Everything happens for a reason. And my brothers got my back, and I got their back. So that's just where it kind of was going into this week.
Well, congratulations on the 2 sacks. Put into that, because a lot of the year you've gotten close, you get a lot of pressure, you get a lot of hits, and you haven't always gotten home. But this time, you're going to finish and get there and get home.
Man, I just got to give a credit to those guys up front, man. Without them, we don't eat on the edge. We got Rank, Khalil, Kurt, all those guys did a great job pushing the pocket, and it just helps us, and it makes our job much easier, getting to the quarterback. So it's just all of us working together and being effective as one and rushing as one. And, we've been doing a really good job of that lately. I think that's one of the main goals that we had as a D-line, that nobody's going to rush selfishly. We're all going to rush together so everybody can eat and everybody can have fun and just go out there and play for each other.
Well, how hard was it for you to sit out these games, and what did you learn every time sitting out?
But it was the hardest. It's like, I'm like, because I'm the type, like, when I'm watching ball, I get, like, especially when I'm on a team, I get, like, very anxious. Like, I want to be out there. I got to be out there. So it was really hard to, like, turn on some of the games and watch some of the games because, like, I want to be out there. But then again, I'm, like, supporting my bros and everything like that. But like I said, I think it's all about just being a pro and learning how to be a pro. And I ain't going to lie, these last 2 weeks, it was phenomenal. I did a really good job of, trying to connect with God. Also, picked up a lot of stuff on that, and also, diving deeper into my tape, looking at things that I can get better, watching other guys and watching the D-line. And, like, it's actually kind of different than when you get a chance to watch the game at home and you see so much more stuff. And I think that went into it a lot. So just these last 2 weeks have been really good mentally and, of course, physically, like getting my ankle back right, resting my body. But I think more than anything, it was really good mentally, just locking in on my faith, really, and, trusting God and believing in God that He makes no mistakes, but also learning, what could I have done better in the past to help me in the future. So it was really, really great.
Well, today you said Texans single season for sacks.
Yep.
With your 17. First of all, what's your reaction to that? And can you describe the process of your season mentally too? You're well from game 1 to this point.
Yeah, man. None of this happens without those guys in the D-line room. Like, none of this happens. Like, I give all glory to God for blessing me to be a part of this team, blessing me to be a part of the D-line that we have here, and just, the guys that, that's in the room. My papa, he always told me, like, your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. And that's all I think about now is how God has made room for my gift and brought me amongst a lot of great men in that room. And they've been very supportive of me, helping me along the way. When I'm down, they pick me right back up. I always say, you're a leader, man. Like, there's no need. Like, you having a good year, man, regardless of what anybody got to say, any of the haters got to say. They always keep me grounded, make sure I'm staying focused on the right things. So, like, I got to give a big shout out to those guys, because without them, and without God placing them in my life, I don't even think I would be here right now where I'm at.
We got time for a few more. One quick question is, you mentioned how tough it was, those days. How did you, what happened when first
Oh, yeah. My foot had just got caught in the turf when I was rushing, and it kind of, like, bent a little bit, and that's how I ended up getting my high ankle sprain. So it was, like, non-contact, the turf up there at MetLife, so, yeah.
And also, what does it mean, considering what y'all been through all season, what does it mean to be in this position, play playoff spot?
Yeah, it means everything, man. We have some really great vets, man. I mean, it's special. Like I sit in the front row, and we got both our leaders, Robert Woods and Rank, come up here and talk to us, and Rank hit on. We got 8 quarters left to play ball, man. We're not guaranteed anything, and we finished 4 quarters today, and we got 4 more next week. And when he broke it down in that perspective, I think everybody seen like a different perspective, a different view, and they really hit on a lot of good stuff, man. And to be a part of a team so special like this with a lot of great vets that's been through a lot, seen a lot of great things, man, and the promise of this team, the talent that we have, the coaching that we have, and how everything is going, like, it's right in front of us, and we just got to keep reaching and going to get it, man. So, like, for us, it's just really on us. Like, we really just got to lock in on the details. How bad do you really want it? I know Robert Woods asked us, like, how bad do you really want it? Like, does it mean enough to you to sacrifice whatever you have to sacrifice for us to make this playoff run? And I think they hit it right on the head with what they were talking about last night, and I think the guys responded really well to it.
You talk about the veterans, and it's been a great blend between you young guys and veterans, but you and CJ were drafted here by D'Amico to come and set the tone. That's what he wanted. And can you take a moment as this calendar year ends tonight? I know you've got hopefully a lot of football left here. Can you take a moment and just appreciate what you guys have accomplished so far?
Yeah, of course. I think that's one of the biggest things that we always look at is always never being satisfied with where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we do have to take a step back and be like, well, dang, like, you're doing all right. You're doing good. But then Coach always talks about staying on edge. And I think that's what keeps us going, like never being comfortable, never being satisfied with everything, never being, good enough to be like, oh, I made it. And I think everybody has that mindset here to, like, we haven't made it yet. And I think that's what keeps us on edge, and I think that's what makes this team so, like, full of grit and hunger. And Coach talking about empty the tank, I think we did a really great job of this game of really emptying the tank and everybody flying around and having fun. And, man, I think that's what teams need, man, especially like us. Like, boy, like, when you have a bunch of guys that's all on the same page, same mentality, and can click together like that, man, it just makes an organization very special.
Two more. Two-part question here. First, what in-season improvements have you seen from yourself and in your game that has made today's performance possible? And what does it mean to you to help this team turn around against the run, one of the best run defenses in the NFL?
I'll start with the second question first. That's all we preach, is stopping the run. Like, it's literally in our D-line room, like, stop the run. Like, before we talk about anything else, we're going to stop the run. Like, it always starts with us up front. Like, without us up front, like, if we out of our gaps or anything like that, like, the defense is no good, man, because it starts with the big boys up front. So we really, like, home in on, like, look, we got to stop this run. And then we stop this run, we can get the third down and we can eat. And then for the first question, man, it's really just going back and self-reflecting and looking in the mirror and saying, like, it's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can talk about, oh, double team rate, oh, this and that. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to come and approach every day, like, how can I get better? And I think the coaches, we've been doing a really good job. We stay after practice about 10 minutes and just working little stuff, working edges, working different angles, different moves, everything like that. And I think, like, people always talk about this rookie block. Like, you're going to get this rookie block. And it's like, how can you get a rookie block when you're so intrigued on learning? And you're so intrigued on, like, almost reaching your goal. And I think that's what it is for, like, all the rooks here. Like, I don't feel like none of us reached a rookie block because we're so eager to learn. We're, like, we see success and we just want to keep going and going to get it. And, man, it's been a beautiful thing to see from all the young guys, man, and even the vets. So I think that's what just keeps this team going is the hunger and just to keep learning ball and keep getting better. So it's been beautiful.
Last one. And so to kind of follow up on that, the self-reflection and learning, what have you learned about yourself this season, especially while you were out, and just about the NFL?
What I've learned about myself, honestly, that I'm enough. Regardless of what anybody has to say, you're enough, man. And I think that's one thing that I've really been, reflecting on, like, bro, you've put the work in, you made it here to the NFL, man, so what you going to do with this opportunity? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever let man try to tell you that you're not enough. And during these last 2 weeks, I really had time to reflect and say, look, you're good, dog. And my teammates, they've been having my back. And as far as just the team, like, the guys, man, I just got to give all credit to them, man. It's just like you walk in this thing and there's nobody with their heads down. There's no sad faces. It's like everybody enjoys being around each other. I've been on championship teams and I've seen the camaraderie around the locker room, and I can most definitely say we most definitely have that in the Texas locker room. A lot of great personalities, a lot of great players, man. And I'm being so blessed and fortunate to be a part of all this history that's going on and taking place here. And I can't thank God enough for this opportunity that He's blessed us all with. And I just got to give a big credit to Him. Thank you.